Welcome back to another review. It's me, Samuel, back at again here. So everyone requested me to do the Amazing Spider-Man from 2012 review, which stars Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. And a long time ago, when I was like 13 years old, in like 2011 or something like that, I was pretty upset when I heard that they're not doing Spider-Man 4, and Spider-Man 4 is getting replaced with a new actor in a new movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2012, with Andrew Garfield. And when that came out, that he was replacing Tobey Maguire, I was pretty upset, and I thought this guy was a fucking loser and stuff like that as a kid. Now I'm older, I'm like, he's not that bad as Spider-Man. I really enjoyed him as Spider-Man. I really like Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. She's really hot. I think she's better than Kristen Dunst, and she's way better than fucking Zendaya. And like, at least she actually defends herself. Emma Stone's character, Gwen Stacy, at least she actually defends herself against the Lizard Man and shit. Yeah, Lizard Man. We're gonna get to that fucking freaking soon. Yeah, I was pretty pissed off as a kid. I was like, no Spider-Man 4. I was like, what the fuck? And now they're doing this new corny shit with some new dork in a new corny ass movie. Directed by a guy named Mark Webb. Ironic, is it? Mark Webb. Alright, so, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, who's this fucking new loser guy playing Spider-Man? Andrew Garfield? Garfield, like the cat from Garfield? Like, are you kidding me? He's some British kid or something like that. I'm like, why did you get a British kid to play Spider-Man? Just like with Tom Holland. Holland's British too. Why do you get British people to play American people? I mean, most British people play good Americans because, they both speak English. It's just that the way they talk over there is totally different than the way we talk. They talk about like clean and shit. Well, not clean. They talk about like more, I forgot what you call it. Let's just say they like powder their ass more over there than here. Here we're like garbage people or something, like trash monsters over here. That's what they think. Yeah, I don't know why. Because Tobey Maguire is American. I understand why the other guys that they got to play Spider-Man is British. I don't understand it. Andrew Garfield does a really good job playing an American person. He does really good at it. But Tom Holland, no. I don't like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I did reviews on all three of the films of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I despised him. I don't like him as Spider-Man. Which a lot of dorks like Tom Holland as Spider-Man for some weird fucking reason. I don't know why. I just like Tom Holland as an actor like that. Even though I want to watch that movie Uncharted with him and Mark Wahlberg. That movie got a lot of bad hate also. But the rating is like a 6.8 on IMDb, or lower. I don't know, somewhere in 6 out of 10 it had it. So I'm just gonna give it a try, see if it is good or not. But yeah, I was so mad as a kid. I was like, who the fuck is this Andrew Garfield motherfucker? Who the fuck is this dork? And I never watched the film because I was like, I can't watch this fucking new guy. It's like, this is disrespecting Tobey Maguire if I watch this new fucking guy. You know me, I don't like replacements. I'm not a fan of actors getting replaced with different actors and stuff like that. I was a fan of it like that when I was a kid. Now I just don't give a shit who replaces who. I just watched the movie. Well, you know what? Scratch that, because I didn't like Tom Holland playing the new Spider-Man, so I'm probably wrong on that then. So let's get into this Amazing Spider-Man film from 2012. So Andrew Garfield, he plays Spider-Man. In the beginning of the film, he's like a little kid, played by somebody else, a little 8-year-old kid. He lived with his regular mom and dad. He went into a room and saw like the whole room's all torn up, the pieces like all everything was fucked up. And his dad catches him in there. He heard him scream his name or something. So his parents took his ass and brought him to his aunt and uncle's house to stay there forever. And they're played by Sally Field and Martin Sheen. And everyone knows who Martin Sheen is. Everyone knows who Sally Field is. Sally Field is from Smokey and the Bandit. Martin Sheen's from like a lot of like war films. He's the father of Charlie Sheen and Amelia Estevez. those two are famous actors, and they play the characters well and respectively. And I think they should have switched it around with the whole, deaf stuff. I'm talking about like Uncle Ben's deaf. I think they should have had Aunt May die in this movie and kept Uncle Ben alive, because I like Martin Sheen more than Sally Field. I like Sally Field as an actress also. I feel like they should have switched it around, because in Tobey Maguire's universe, they had Uncle Ben died. So why redo it all over again in Andrew Garfield's universe? Shouldn't they change that around a little bit instead of doing the same shit all over again in the most laziest way possible? Yeah, we're gonna get to that soon. How Uncle Ben's death is in this film. It's pretty fucking lame. We're gonna get to that soon. And I really wanted to give this movie a chance because I really like Garfield as Spider-Man. Back then, no, I did not. I thought he was a fucking clown as a kid. Now I'm an adult. I'm like, this guy was pretty good as Spider-Man. It's just that the writing is just shit. And the story is slow and boring, blah, 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 blah. Is this movie supposed to be for kids or something like that? Isn't Spider-Man for kids? Why they made it so fucking boring? It should be exciting, entertaining, fun, crazy fucking fights. I mean, there are some interesting fight scenes, stopping this guy from stealing a car. He's in the back seat as Spider-Man. He's talking shit and stuff like that. And he shoots with spiderwebs really fast. Shoot really fast. Spiderwebs shoot him to the wall and shit like that. Shooting the car thief to the wall. And he does that shit multiple times, and I do really enjoy when he does that. I just wish the fight scenes were a lot better, especially the fight between Spider-Man and Lizard-Man. It has to be one of the worst fights in Spider-Man history. It is so poorly done badly. I'm like, what the fuck? They didn't really fight at all either. Plus, they're in the fucking sewer. How you fuck up so badly? That would have been one of the best fights ever. No, this fucking dumbass director didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So Spider-Man goes inside the sewer. He was following where these lizards are going. These little baby lizards are going inside the sewer. He was following where they're going. They out of nowhere, Lizard Man just on top of him and claws his chest. And then this big, giant flood of diarrhea shit comes out of nowhere and sends both of them flying somewhere else, split up. And that was it. Fucking, then Lizard Man takes Spider-Man's camera and he breaks it. It says Peter Parker on it. I'm like, really? You got fucking Spider-Man and fucking Lizard-Man in the sewer, and there's no fight scenes between the two? What the fuck is that shit? Are you fucking kidding me? How do you fuck it up that badly? Like I said, this is what happens when you hire a wussy director like Mark Webb, who is the same guy who directed a film called 500 Days of Summer. It's a drama romance film about this simp character who won't let go of this one woman. That's the whole fucking film's about. And then he finally moves on after like 5 minutes left of the movie or some shit like that. That's the director they hired to do a Spider-Man film. Why the fuck would they hire a guy like that to do a Spider-Man film? Spider-Man is about action and adventure. Not corny romance shit. Well, it's not fully about... This movie is mostly a drama film than an action film. This is a drama film. It's not even an action film at all. It's mostly a drama film. This whole movie is mostly about talking. Fucking talking. But it says it's an action-adventure film on this movie for some reason. But it's mostly fucking talking and arguing and talking and arguing. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, how is this a Spider-Man movie? But the whole time it's about Peter Parker more than Spider-Man. And is this movie for kids? How do kids sit there and watch this movie without falling asleep? This movie is boring. The whole movie is just talking. Yeah, there is action scenes in this movie, but it is terrible action scenes because they hire a guy who does romance films, like 500 Days of Summer. Why would they hire a guy who does shit like that? I don't get these stupid companies. They just don't give a shit. They just hire anybody to do a film. Hey, you want to do a Spider-Man movie? Yeah, sure. Even though I did a romance film, that's all I do. Sure, I'll do an action film. I know nothing about action films. Fucking retards. They just hire anybody. You're supposed to hire a guy who does many action films, who loves doing action films, They should just hire that type of guy to do a film like this. If they hired that guy to do an Amazing Spider-Man, this film would have probably been a lot better. But no, let's hire a guy who does romance films.
Because the only good he did this film was, you know, the romance between Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone's characters. And like a couple other scenes, like I said, the whole, you know, stopping this car thief. I like that scenes. I love the one in the subway. I love that one. Especially the scene where he had his hand stuck on this woman's shirt because of the spider webs and stuff like that on the subway. And he couldn't get it off, and when he does get it off, her shirt comes off, and she's in her bra. I was like, damn, this is getting really hot. Hey, Peter Parker, why don't you put your hand on her pants to see if that comes off, too? Dan, stick your hand on her bra and rip that off. Then stick your hand on her panties, rip that off, too. Yeah, that would have been really hot. You know, might as well. You got her shirt off, right? Take everything else off her. Get her naked. Butt naked. Because that chick was kind of hot, to be fair. I was like, isn't this a kid's movie? Why is she shirtless with a bra on? Like, what the hell's going on here? Well, I mean, there is, like, it says PG-13, so why not? There's a lot of horny teenagers going in there and watch that movie anyways. Well, you can't look at Emma Stone's hot ass. Plus you got that subway girl getting her shirt ripped off? Oh, shit, you really get some big fucking boners and pants in the theaters now. You know, there are all these people going to pull out Pee Wee Herman. But anyways, yeah, I like that subway scene when he ripped that girl's shirt off. I thought that was pretty hot. And I like the whole car thief scene. He fucking stick the car thief to the wall. I like that scene. I thought that was pretty funny. But besides all that, like, everything else is just so fucking bad. It's like the writing is just so boring. The whole film is just talk. I'm tired of it. It's just, I was like, how can I sit here and watch this? All you do is talk. I'm surprised I didn't fucking fall asleep or something. I'm like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck? Fucking, what's his name? Rhys Ifans. He plays Dr. Connors. Plays Dr. Connors. I like the other guy from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man way better. He's way more interesting as Dr. Connors. I forgot what his name in real life was. The guy played Dr. Connors in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. He was way better. This guy's alright. It's just I like the other guy from the original Spider-Man films. That's Tobey Maguire ones. Like, this movie goes nowhere. It's just very slow the whole time. The whole movie's about Peter Parker more than Spider-Man. Dennis Leary plays Emma Stone's father. He's a cop. And his character gets killed off. I forgot how. I think Lizard Man kills him or some shit like that on top of a roof or something. Yeah, you know who Dennis Leary is. The guy from Rescue Me in that Ice Age movie, voiced Diego. I really like him as an actor, especially like Rescue Me. He was pretty good in that. He was pretty funny also. Real funny guy. You should check out his song called Asshole by Dennis Leary. You should check that song out. That shit's funny as fuck, that song. Great song and funny as fuck. This fucking movie, man. Like I said, the whole beginning, like I said, he was a little kid. His dad's fucking office got destroyed. And his dad finds out about it while his son screams for him. And the dad and the mother takes him to the uncle's house and leaves him there forever. And he's a teenager. And the thing about Andrew Garfield's character, he looks too edgy and cool looking to be a nerd. I'm like, this kid's a skateboarder and he has no friends or anything. Are you kidding me? Like, even if you put glasses on him, he still is like a cool, edgy kid. Like, how's this kid not popular in school? He's a fucking skateboarder. He rides a skateboard and shit. Like, what the fuck? And like, he's like the same height as Flash Thompson and shit. Flash Thompson should be like a lot bigger than Andrew Garfield. Why is Flash Thompson like the same height as Spider-Man? Flash Thompson should be like a lot bigger than Andrew Garfield. Because Andrew Garfield is like 5'10" in real life, 5'11" or some shit like that. I don't know how tall the guy who played Flash Thompson. Let me see how tall this dude is. I just want to see how tall this dude is who played Flash. Like I said, like Andrew Garfield is at least like, let's see, like I said, he's like 5'10", and the guy who played Flash Thompson is Chris Zilka. He's like 6'1". He's too close to his height. Fucking the other one in the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, Flash Thompson played by Joe Magalino, or he pronounces his last name. He's like 6'5", and fucking Tobey Maguire's like 5'7", 5'8". That's perfect. That actually works. Here it's just like they're too close to each other's height, and fucking Flash Thompson beats him in a fight because he wouldn't take a picture of Flash Thompson stuff some dork's kid's face in some food or something like that. And he's like, "Take the picture, Parker." He's like, "I'm not taking a picture, Flash." He fucking gut punches him in the stomach and falls to the ground. I think Andrew Garfield could whoop his ass. He could use a skateboard and start beat his ass with it or something. He could have won the fight, but you know how the stupid writing is this movie. Like, it could have been like even fight or something like that. Like, what the fuck ever. But I enjoy Flash Thompson in this movie. Yeah. At least it actually looks like a fucking bully in here, and not like a little dork in the fucking Tom Holland's universe. Why'd he get a little dork to be Flash Thompson? I'm fine with being Indian, but can he be like a buff, tall Indian kid? Like, are you fucking kidding me with that? He's like a little fucking pipsqueak. Like, Tom Holland could have just flicked his nose and he would have started crying or run home to his mommy or something. No. He's let Flash Thompson in that movie fucking talk shit to him. He does nothing. He let him talk shit to him. I don't get that fucking movie. Why the fuck would they hire a little fucking clown to play Flash Thompson? Oh my god, it's like watching a Disney Channel show or something. You know, yeah, Disney owns Spider-Man, so that makes perfectly a lot of sense why it's like that. And they got Zendaya. Zendaya's from a Disney show, and she plays Michelle. So, like I said, the whole movie, all those Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are all Disney Channel episodes or something like that from Disney Channel shows. Fuck Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It sucks. I rather watch this movie than watch those fucking garbages ever again. I hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I don't want people to fucking praise those garbages. Especially No Way Home. I hate that shit. The whole movie's like mostly about Tom Holland fucking things up. Like inviting fucking villains to his house. Fucking retarded. Fucking Tom Holland fucking sucks as Spider-Man. I don't like this Spider-Man. I mean, it's not his fault the writing sucks. It's just that even though the writing sucks, he's still not a good actor to me. And oh god, fighting villains to his house. Fucking Andrew Garfield's character wouldn't do that shit. Tobey Maguire's character would never do that shit. Those characters not that stupid to do that. Like Tom Holland. Oh my god. Anyways, what else happens in this fucking Amazing Spider-Man crap? Oh yeah, Lizard Man. Let's talk about Lizard Man, how terrible he looks. Lizard Man looks awful in this movie. He looks nothing like a fucking lizard at all. He looks like a dinosaur more than a fucking lizard. Like, the Lizard Man should have been like from the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. Should have been just like that character. Not the way they have it in this fucking movie. I'm like, what the fuck do they do? He looks nothing like a fucking lizard at all. He don't look that big and buff at all. Just like with Topher Grace's Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3. That shit was awful also. But Topher Grace Spider-Man 3 is worse than this shit. Like, that's what Lizard Man reminded me of. It reminded me of Topher Grace's Spider-Man. I'm like, that's how bad it was. I'm like the whole design on Lizard Man in this movie is so fucking garbage. He should have been like how he was in the comics. He should have had his jacket on too. No, the Lizard Man was naked as fuck in this movie. He was butt ass naked. He had no fucking his fucking scientist jacket. He had no pants. No, it should have been like the 90s cartoon. He should have had his fucking scientist jacket. It looked just. He doesn't look badass at all. He doesn't look badass. Lizard Man does not look badass at all. He looks like shit. He's like green slush of shit. And I hated it. They really fucked it up with this fucking movie. Like I said, this is what happens when you hire a guy who directed a fucking romance film before this. Mark fucking Webb. Oh, I know why they hire him, because his last name is Webb. Get it? Because Spider-Man shoots webs on his head. Duh, let's hire him. Fucking retards. I'm sorry, this movie just fucking pisses me off. Like, Andrew Garfield was a really good actor. I enjoy him as Spider-Man, but the writing was terrible. The director didn't know what the fuck he was doing, because he never did an action film in his entire life. Because that's what I mean. Why didn't they hire an action director who loves doing action films to direct a Spider-Man film?
Why is it so hard to do that? Oh, because Sony is a bunch of greedy cunts.
Well, not greedy cunts. They don't care. They don't care about. They hire anybody. They don't care. They just want to make money. And Mark Webb does the second one also. And I heard people say the second one's better than the first one, which I don't know. I had to argue on that one because I don't know. They do the same thing they do all the time with other fucking superhero films in general. Because Jamie Foxx, once again, like he's like his character's a nerd, and they got Dane DeHaan to play Harry Osborn. Like again with a Harry Osborn. Like how do you have another Harry Osborn? I'm not really that big on Dane DeHaan as an actor. I'm not really big on that dude. He looks like he'd be like a pedophile or something in real life or something. The way he looks. I don't know. It's just that movie is, especially the Rhino in that movie. Fucking Rhino, like he doesn't even look like Rhino from the video game in the comic book. He's like why is he wearing that mechanical shit? Why does he play like Paul Giamatti's fat ass? Paul Giamatti's like 5'7". Rhino's supposed to be like big as shit. He's not supposed to be like that fucking tiny. This, like I said, this writer don't know what the fuck he was doing. That's just my opinion. I respect your opinion if you like this movie, if you like the second one. I might still do a review of the second one in the future. I don't know. We'll see. I don't own the second one. I own the first one. For like, yeah, I popped it in my PS4. I watched the Amazing Spider-Man 1, and like I said, it's just it's boring. The whole time you just talk. So it wasn't a Spider-Man movie. They should call it The Amazing Pedestrian Man. It says Spider-Man because this movie it wasn't even about Spider-Man. This movie is called The Amazing Pedestrian Man, where Peter Parker just talks to people all day. That's the whole fucking movie. It's like I'm watching Sonic 06, the movie, in theaters. Because Sonic 06, the whole time he just talks to people. Just like this movie, they just talk. This is a fucking Spider-Man movie. It has to have fucking a lot of action in it. Oh my god. I'm just so fucking mad. Why the fuck did I waste my money on that fucking movie DVD? Well, it only costs like $5, so it's not really a big deal. Especially the final fight scene with Lizard Man on the fucking... Well, before that, they were like fighting in the school or something, and that fight was kind of shit too. And I enjoy seeing Emma Stone's character defend herself, like shooting like fire at Lizard Man or something like that through like a flamethrower or something, wherever the fuck it is. I do enjoy her seeing her fight back. Because Kristen Dunst's character always getting fucking captured and kidnapped all the fucking time. I never seen Zendaya's character fight. I think she did, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't give a shit about Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Those shits were even bigger garbage than this movie. Like I said, I tried to give this movie a chance, but all it did it just pissed me off, and I was just bored out of my fucking mind. Emma Stone was pretty fucking hot in here, especially those high heels she had on in this movie. I was like, god damn, why she look so fucking fine in this movie? Oh my god. So bad writing. Shitty fighting. I'm not really a fan of the whole, web fluid thing. I'm not really a fan of that. They give like Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland like web fluid. They make the machine shoot webs out of their hands and make it like more enhanced and stuff like that. I'm not really a big fan of that. I'm more a fan of Tobey Maguire. He got bit by a radioactive spider. He started shooting webs out of his hand, unlimited. I like that better. I'm not a fan of the whole, they had a little toy thing and make her shoot web fluids out of her hand. I'm not like a big fan of that idea. I'm more a fan of spider get bit by a radioactive spider, not a fucking. It's bit by like a normal spider. You gotta use a web fluid machine to shoot like better spider webs out of them. I mean, web fluid thing has been around for a long time in Spider-Man. It's just that I'm not really a big fan of that, especially seeing it in these movies. Oh yeah, another scene I really enjoyed in this film was like when Flash Thompson was playing basketball in the gym. He ends up like accidentally knocking that girl's shit over or something like that. This nerdy girl, who also I find attractive too. I'm like, damn, this girl's actually attractive in this movie too. Because I'm really big into nerd girls. I really like nerdy chicks. So like fucking Peter Parker does something for her. He took the fucking basketball from Flash Thompson, and then he goes in and I think he knocks him over, Flash Thompson over or some shit like that.
Then he does that crazy dunk move. He dunks on the fucking basketball hoop. He breaks it. That shit was funny as hell. I actually thought that was interesting. I did like where Flash Thompson, felt bad for Peter because Uncle Ben got shot. Oh yeah, let's talk about how stupid that fucking bullshit is. So what happened here is fucking Peter Parker comes home. Uncle Ben's pissed off. They found out he had a fight in the subway. This and that. He wanted to apologize to Aunt May. Andrew Garfield's character got mad. He fucking slams the door, and the glass door breaks. He walks out. Fucking his uncle decided to go look for him. Andrew Garfield's character is at the fucking convenience store buying some milk juice or whatever the hell it is, milk drink. And he didn't have enough money or something like that. The fat cashier guy told him to fuck off. And this guy knocks one of the things over on purpose. The guy is robbing him. And the fat guy falls for it. Takes the money out of the register. Gives this fucking what's his name? Andrew the fucking milk drink and tell him, here you go, get out of here before it's too late. He runs off. Both run off. And the fat guy was like, hey, stop that guy, he told Andrew Garfield. And Andrew Garfield was like, well, it's really not my problem. So they basically took that shit from the fucking first movie of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man with the whole, I missed the part where that's my problem situation. They basically took that whole fucking scene and put it in this fucking movie, but they changed around with the whole convenience store scene where the guy robs him. And it's so stupid. Then the robber runs out, he shoots Uncle Ben, kills him, and he runs away. That has to be the one of the lamest Uncle Ben deaths I ever seen in a movie ever. That is so fucking lame and cheesy. Mark Webb just ripped it off from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. He just ripped it off. That is pure laziness. Like I said, why not just kill off Aunt May and keep Uncle Ben alive in this universe instead of just doing the same thing all over again? Why couldn't they just change it around or something? No, let's just do the same thing all over again, like fucking Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Let's do the same thing again with the whole Uncle Ben getting shot. Let's do the whole I miss part where that's my problem scene again. Let's do that all over again. Let's do that again. It's fucking stupid. Another thing about this movie is that it's very rushed. I was watching this movie, I'm like, why is this shit going too fast? Like, the way this guy wrote this movie is going too fast. I'm like, whoa, slow down, you're going too fast, dude. Like, there's so many parts that, it keeps cutting to different parts way too fast, like really fast, they go really fast with the scenes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't keep up. I feel like I'm gonna get a whiplash or something like that. I'm like, slow down this movie. Like, Mark Webb is fucking rushing this film. I'm like, why you rushing it so fast? Like, God, Jesus Christ. Like, this movie's like I said, they hired a guy who did a romance film. They hire a guy who did a romance film to do a Spider-Man film. I'm not letting that go. It's stupid. Stupidest shit ever. Like I said, he rushed this film. He made it boring as shit. This feels like more of a drama than an action film. Which is barely any action here besides fucking Spider-Man fighting Lizard Man or the subway fight. That's really about it. Even the scenes with fucking Reyes Fonz is really boring too. I'm like, God, talk. It's just really boring. It's just movies not really for me, man. I'm sorry, I just can't get into this. I really like Andrew Garfield. I like Emma Stone. I like Dennis Leary. I like Martin Sheen. I like Sally Field. But this whole fucking movie is just really written poorly, badly, because, like I said, once again, they hired a guy who'd done a romantic film before doing this film. It's stupid as hell. I'm not gonna let that go. It's stupid. You don't hire a guy who does romance films and thinking he's gonna do an action film really good. This guy barely did anything before Spider-Man. All he did was 500 Days of Summer. That's all he did. Like I said, the movie's about some fucking simp guy who can't get over his girlfriend. He wants to try to get back with her, but she ends up going with the other guy and get pregnant by him. That's what happens. It's a stupid fucking movie. It is dumb. And this whole movie is fucking... Well, it's not
Yeah, it is dumb. It's just that it is really slow, and well, it's like really slow at the beginning. Then it gets like really started. They started to really rush the story like really fast. Like god damn, they started to really rush it. They should kind of like more scenes out in this movie, and they shouldn't like rush it that much. Look, it's like 2 hours and 16 minutes. That's too long for a fucking Spider-Man movie. This guy like added too much shit in here, and like I said, second half movie, he rushed it. Like I said, scenes are like going way too fast. Explaining about Spider-Man's character and this and that. Like they're going way too fast with that scene. Going like really fast. Like god damn, Mark Webb, slow down. He's like one of those Hispanic people. You speak like really fast Spanish talk. Like, he's like one of those type of people. You know, Mark Webb's white. He's like one of those type of people. Like he can't slow down and talk like slow. And that really fast Spanish talk. Like, oh my god, this fucking movie. I heard people say that the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is better than the first one, which I don't know if that's actually true or not, but that's what I heard. And I watched like some scenes of it, and I did enjoy some scenes from it, but I heard that movie's a mess too, how they did that film. But like I said, this guy, Mark Webb, like, why do they hire him out of all the people in the world that direct movies, especially action movies? Out of all people, they could find an action guy who does action movies to do a Spider-Man film. But no, let's get Mark Webb, the guy who did a romance film that knows nothing about action films whatsoever. This whole film was a drama film more than an action film. So, that's just me. Oh yeah, one more thing. Spider-Man's suit in this film looks pretty bad also. He looks like a poison dark frog more than a Spider-Man suit. I don't know what they were doing when they did that suit. I know they did it on purpose because Andrew Garfield's character doesn't know how to make a Spider-Man suit well yet or something like that. I don't know what it is, but the costume is really bad in this movie. I don't like the way they looked. Well, it's not like really bad. It's like okay. It's just that it looks like more like a poison dart frog suit. Which I thought that shit was a kid too. I thought it looked like a poison dart frog or something like that. His suit looked. It was just, oh my god. Like I don't know what they were doing in that film. Unless they try to make it like more like a Spider-Man suit, like a real spider or something like that. Especially the dark eyes, like the dark eyes they have for the suit, like more like a spider. I don't know. I think that was like a bad idea doing like that. It should be the way it's supposed to be like in the comics. Which I wish they did in the second movie. Maybe more like the comic book. I guess Mark Webb decided to read more comic books from Spider-Man or something like that. Make it actually look like more like Spider-Man. I think he tried to do his own fucking Spider-Man suit or something like that. That's why he did that in this fucking movie, but it failed badly. Like I said, it's like a lot of issues in this movie. This movie had like a lot of issues because they, like I said, once again for like the millionth time, they hired a guy that knows nothing about action films at all. He has zero experience of writing an action film, but they hired him anyways. Because Sony don't give a shit. They just want to make money. That is the reason. Oh yeah, and Lizard Man doesn't even get killed. Fucking Andrew Garfield's character shoots a cure inside of him. Shoots an antidote in him, and he turns back to normal. And Dr. Connors goes to jail. Yeah. For some reason, I thought he gets killed, but no, he doesn't. He doesn't die. Des Larry gets killed though. Really? Oh, whatever.